What's holding you back? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself that question? Be it toxic habits, unnecessary stressors, and even people who don't want to see you grow. These and many more things are why you might feel your life is too chaotic. But this is where it ends. Today, we'll dive into 11 things you should silently let go of. By the end of this video, you'll realize that many of these things are draining your energy. So make sure to subscribe for more insights on creating a life that you love. Number 11. Jealousy. Jealousy is a big hole that you're never going to get out of once you fall into it. It's a trap that makes you feel empty and resentful. Think of it in a way where you'll always be standing in the shadow of someone else's light. The more you continue to stand in the shadow, the less you'll appreciate what you have. Life blesses us all in different ways, and it's up to us to appreciate what it gives us instead of enviously comparing ourselves to others. Here's the truth about jealousy. It's normal and human. Whenever jealousy comes out, stop and reflect. Take a good look at the good things in your life. Have a positive outlook to cancel out all that negative energy within you. If someone else has something you want, channel your energy and go after it. Remember, if you fully commit yourself to it, buddy, there's nothing out of reach. Why let jealousy rob you of any peace? Focus on gratitude and be thankful that you live a life many can only dream of.
Next, let's take a closer look at another toxic habit you need to let go of: pleasing others.
Number 10. Pleasing others. The second most important habit you need to get rid of is pleasing people. While it can be pretty difficult for many people to say no to others, you don't need to accept more than you can handle. If you're always out to accept everything with a smile without thinking of the consequences, then you're only setting yourself up to get hurt. To stop this loop, you need to question yourself. Who are you? And what do you want from this life? There will be so many people who will leave you because of your behavior, and you just need to accept that sometimes. Not everyone you love is going to stay in your life, and that's a fact. Honestly, there's no overnight solution to break free from pleasing people. If you've been doing it for years, then it's uncomfortable when you begin building boundaries. Eventually, as hard as it might be, you'll have to get comfortable with this new version of you. Trust us, you'll be surprised with the results.
Now that we've touched on getting comfortable, it's time to address another barrier: excuses.
Number 9. Excuses. You'll want to build a life for yourself that you dream of. So what's holding you back? Excuses, of course. Coming up with convenient excuses is something you need to let go of from your life. Stop telling yourself that you're too old or young or don't have the money, courage, or support to do something. Look around yourself, and you'll find inspiration in so many places. There are stories from worldwide who have achieved unbelievable heights while starting from nothing. The difference between you and those people is that excuses didn't stop those people, even when their dreams looked impossible. And it is possible for you as well. All you need to do is believe in yourself, keep grinding towards your goals, and stop giving excuses now and then. Something you could do is reach out to people who are on the same path as you and take advice from them. This will help you believe in yourself and overcome all kinds of excuses.
Moving on from excuses, let's explore another related issue: regrets.
Number 8. Regrets. What is life without regrets? The difference is what you will do with the regrets that have happened in your life. You can sit down and cry over them, or use them as fuel to push you towards the person you want to become. Now listen closely. Not all regrets are bad. Regrets teach us about our mistakes and what we shouldn't have done. The best thing you can do while dealing with regret is not repeat the mistake you made. This helps you learn from your mistakes and ensure that you don't mess up again. Simply being stuck in the past and thinking about the things you could have done differently will never do you any good. The past is gone. The future is yet to come. So instead of thinking the past could have been different, use your experiences to build a better future. Everything in life happens for a reason, and those things had to happen because you had to learn from those lessons. You should hold your head high as long as you learn from your lessons.
Building on the topic of regrets, it's time to address another harmful habit: comparisons.
Number 7. Comparisons. We've all made comparisons at some point in our lives, be it someone better looking than you or someone wealthier than you. Comparison will never do you any good, wherever you are. Comparisons only make you feel bad about yourself. You forgot to look and appreciate what you have. You have so many blessings on your hands. Why should others be that particular benchmark which you should be using for your comparison? One foolproof way to solve this problem is to accept that at this moment, the universe wants you to be where you're supposed to be. Nothing more, nothing less. The contentment that you'll have after that is unparalleled. Accepting yourself will make you more humble, while making way for more achievements. Try it.
Let's transition from comparisons to another habit that holds us back, the need for control.
Number 6. Control. Our biggest misconception is that we control everything in our lives. This is so far from the truth that we can't tell you. Again, there are two sides to this. The need to be in control isn't all bad. Of course, having control over your life is beneficial so nobody takes advantage of you. But in the grand scheme of things, none of us is really in control of our lives. Good and bad things happen all the time. Some things we think are bad for us now can be blessings later in life. Everything that happens to us happens for a reason. The good things are blessings, while the bad things are lessons. The smartest thing you can do for yourself is to keep doing your best and accept that you're not entirely in control. Because there will always be things you can't control in your life. Why try, right?
While we're on the topic of control, let's focus on another thing to eliminate: complaining.
Number 5. Complaining. Complaining adds another negative root in your life. When you complain, you start to forget about the positive things and fall into a complaining loop. When you start complaining about everything, it also negatively affects people around you. When you complain, you give out negative energy. Honestly, nobody wants someone around you who constantly complains. Instead of complaining about things that bother you, consider the positives and be grateful for them. Focusing on the positives makes you better deal with your relationships and be content with your life. When you start counting your blessings, you'll realize that life is much better than in your head. The moment complaining goes out the window, that is when you'll make way for a happier life.
Next, let's take a moment to address one of the biggest challenges in today's world: social media addiction.
Number 4. Social media addiction. Your phone is a parasite in today's world. With every passing day, it becomes something we can't seem to let go of, no matter how much we try. A big reason that's so is social media. These social media websites have cooked our brains. Not only do they not promote realism, but millions worldwide buy into the fake happiness portrayed on social media platforms. Social media use is affecting our closest relationships, productivity, and happiness. Even when sitting with friends, we have this urge to check our phones now and then and forget about the best moments life has to offer. The simplest pleasures in our life are the greatest, and that doesn't include opening your phone after every few minutes to check what's new. Go out on a date, go to the cinema yourself, and participate in a fun activity. And while you're doing all this, make sure to leave your phone behind.
Shifting away from social media addiction, it's time to discuss another harmful habit: holding grudges.
Number 3. Grudges. Holding grudges never does anyone any good. If you think you're doing the other party some damage by holding grudges, then you're mistaken. If you forgive someone, then your burden is cleared up. If they do something that hurts you again, that's on you. Sometimes people hurt you, and you might not feel like forgiving them, but carrying a grudge in your heart is much worse. You shouldn't forgive others just because they deserve forgiveness. It's because forgiving them will bring you peace like never before. When you hold grudges, it only brings more suffering. You start losing sleep over what the other person did because you're just not letting go of it. Let go of all the grudges you hold and feel yourself liberated on the inside.
Have you ever wondered what's truly holding you back from reaching your full potential? Often, it's the comfort zone.
Number 2. Staying in your comfort zone. Ever wonder what keeps you from reaching your full potential? One quiet culprit: the comfort zone. It feels safe and predictable, like staying in your cozy bed on a rainy day. But over time, it becomes a cage, holding you back from new experiences and personal growth. Staying in your comfort zone means settling, watching opportunities pass by, and feeling unfulfilled. Imagine what you could accomplish by stepping out, taking risks, and embracing the unknown. It's not easy, but every step forward adds strength and confidence. Ready to break free? Embrace discomfort and start living boldly.
Finally, let's address the importance of speaking up.
Number 1. Not speaking up. Have you ever stayed silent when you had something important to say? Not speaking up is like dimming your light. It keeps you from sharing ideas, standing up for yourself, or making connections that could change everything. You might avoid conflict, but silence can lead to regret and self-doubt over time. Think of the opportunities missed because of unspoken words. Speaking up isn't about being loud, but valuing your voice and showing self-respect. Start small, trust your perspective, and watch how expressing yourself brings more confidence and meaning to your life. Speaking of which, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content just like this.